Well, Artemis, Ian Percy, of course, who we know well.
Yep, I had him on the sofa here.
Yes.
In fact, he wet the patch there.
He did, he did.
In the nicest possible way. He had come straight from sailing. That looked nice in Bermuda, but I mean, it's been beautiful here. We've been matching Bermuda for temperatures.
Shirt sleeve order.
You look wonderfully spring-like.
Now, let's have a look at how things looked over the day. And a host of golden daffodils in Thatcham. Dot Williams caught these on camera.
Lovely day for a walk in Emsworth. Here's a brave poodle crossing Brook Meadow. Blimey, yes, that is. Look on a tree trunk there.
Very nice indeed. We go to lunchtime and Harnham Bridge bathed in sunshine as well. And thanks very much to Colin Lee for that one.
Yes, well, it was a glorious day across the region, plenty of sunshine and temperatures reaching 16 Celsius widely. What does the week ahead have in store for us? Well, we'll keep some sunny spells throughout the week and the warm air that goes with it too, but things will become a little bit more showery from midweek onwards. For tonight then, it's a clear night, perhaps a little bit of mist and fog by dawn for some places, but not too bad overnight. Most places having lows of around 7 Celsius. So for tomorrow morning, any mist and fog burns away quickly when the sun gets up. We'll see some good sunny spells, perhaps a little bit more in the way of cloud as we go through the afternoon, and just the chance of the odd shower feeding up from the southwest. Tomorrow's high, well, perhaps in the best of the brightness, 15 Celsius is yours to the north and east of the patch, a little bit cooler along the coast. Through tomorrow evening, well, cloud builds and we might well see some rain, especially for the southern part of the region, but under cloudy skies, temperatures not dropping much below double figures, so 10 Celsius widely. Looking ahead to Wednesday itself then, and it's a cloudier picture I think, but I think many places staying dry throughout the day. Although we have this rain band to the north of the patch, it's never far away, it might just wiggle in now and then. So most places are, I think, spending the day dry with a high of 14 Celsius. Looking ahead to Thursday, and we'll start to see the high pressure moving away to the north of the continent, and a cold front here moving in from the west is going to start to impact things. So some cloud on Thursday, some bright spells too. But by Friday, well, it's a rainier picture. Cooler, fresher conditions and some rain becoming persistent for a time. For the weekend, we're looking at cool and showery conditions for Saturday. For Sunday, a ridge of high pressure builds, so we might see some sunny spells.
Sam, thanks very much. Now, it's one of the oldest heritage sites in the south and was the capital of England's cultural and political life in early medieval times.
But despite their international significance, the ruins of Reading Abbey have been closed for 8 years since they became unstable.
But now, after years of delays and wrangling over cost, work has started to repair the crumbling walls ahead of the grand opening of the town's Abbey Quarter this time next year. Ben Moore reports.
It was built by Henry I for the salvation of his soul. 9 centuries later, the ruins of Reading Abbey are getting some TLC of their own.
These techniques actually go back over 10,000 years, and it's one of the earliest forms of building, and it's literally within the last 2 or 3 years that we're really relearning and rediscovering how these buildings were actually originally built. And there's nothing better for the building itself than using the material it was intended to be built with.
This hot lime mortar is exactly what Henry used to build his abbey with in 1121. What's left, though, is just 20% of a vast complex that stretched well into the modern town centre.
Pretty much every king or queen came here. It was a royal conference centre. When they weren't in London, they might have been here, staying with the abbot. Parliament met here. It's about reclaiming that history. There's 1,000 years of history here. It's internationally important history. It's not just local history. And Reading needs to shout about it. And that's what this project's about. It's about putting Reading back on the historical map.
Henry is buried here, but there were worries he wouldn't be the only one to suffer that fate. Masonry falling from the walls has closed the ruins for the best part of a decade. In 2009, repairs began, but the damage was more extensive than first thought. In April 2011, plans for an £8 million revamp were unveiled. But it was late 2015 before funding was finally secured from the Lottery Heritage Fund. Back in the 1100s, Reading Abbey would have taken 40 years to build, the equivalent cost in modern times many millions of pounds. But the team here have just 1 year to complete this before it opens to the public. The total cost of the restoration, about £3 million. A figure that may sound like a king's ransom, but less than half has come from the council coffers.
Reading obviously is, I think, associated with commerce, with Microsoft and Oracle, and that's great. But also, Reading is also placed with a fantastic cultural offering, and we believe obviously we can build on that, develop the Abbey culture as a tourist cultural attraction, and obviously attract a wider public to Reading.
Once finished, the ruins will reopen next year as the centre of the new Abbey Quarter, taking its rightful and original place in the heart of the town. Ben Moore, BBC South Today.
That looks exciting. It's going to be great when it's finished, a year from now. That's it from us. Tomorrow now we'll have the story of a wartime evacuee and the subsequent tragic romance that followed. So be with us tomorrow night for that. More at 8 and 10:30. Thanks for watching though. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.